Hi, I am Joe, an artificially generated newscaster, and here's a recap of yesterday's most important news. And let's start with the issue that you have just experienced: YouTube's ads. As you probably noticed, YouTube instituted a platform-wide ban on ad blockers, which was widely considered as not a very pleasant move. And now privacy enthusiasts across the European Union are arguing that this is actually illegal. You see, to block an ad blocker, YouTube first has to detect that you are using one. To do that, it has to scrape your browser for data. The surveillance algorithms YouTube uses are actually quite sophisticated, and privacy advocates argue that this violates the law. Alexander Hanf, the same human who previously tried taking down ChatGPT because it pronounced him dead, had lodged a complaint in Ireland. And the same issue is being investigated by the EU Commission. Slapping tech giants with billion-sized fines is considered business as usual in the EU, so there is a chance that something good will come out of this. Or YouTube will simply find another way to show you ads. We'll see. In other news, the infamous ransomware gang Cloudflare has been spotted using a newly found vulnerability in popular service management software. The vulnerability affects older sysaid server installations, and Cloudflare used that to inject malware. sysaid is urging its clients to update the software as soon as possible and check for the signs of infiltration. Talking of Cloudflare, the entire state of Maine was recently added to the list of MOVEit victims. The largest hack of this year already claimed tens of millions of victims, and 1.3 million Maine residents have just been added to that. Just to clarify, Maine has approximately 1.3 million residents, so it's the entire state. Some government files transferred through MOVEit are believed to be leaked. For various citizens, this may include their social security numbers, dates of birth, driver's licenses, and other kinds of data. And now an update to an older story. Anonymous Sudan spent several days attacking OpenAI and its ChatGPT, which experienced numerous outages. The gang used application-level attacks that are extremely difficult to mitigate and reportedly employed Skynet botnet, a relatively cheap service that costs just several hundreds of dollars. Since then, Anonymous Sudan moved to another target, Cloudflare, which provides DDoS mitigation services to OpenAI and scores of other companies. Cloudflare's website was down for several minutes, which is a bit of a flex. Despite the claims by Anonymous Sudan, there is no indication that any of Cloudflare's services were impacted and no lasting damage was done. And now let's talk about something that caused damage. ICBC, the largest bank in China, was hit by a ransomware attack yesterday. There are numerous reports that the bank's systems were disrupted, and even the traders in the US felt the impact. The bank had to disconnect and isolate a part of its systems, and some of them are still down as this episode is being generated. This is no doubt one of the largest companies hit by ransomware in recent years, and something that definitely messed up the day for lots of people. It is still unclear who pulled it off, though. Some reports claim it was Lockbit, which would be uncharacteristic, but not particularly surprising. Lockbit themselves hasn't announced anything yet, which could mean they are negotiating, or that another gang was involved. And let's end on some good old-fashioned cyber war. The US State Department said they uncovered a vast disinformation campaign run by the Russian government in South America. The network involved several companies that were specifically created to launder Russian information and push it to South American news outlets, promoting all kinds of pro-Russian narratives. The most interesting bit is that several high-level Russian officials were dispatched directly to South America to run the campaign. And that's it for today. I've talked a bit more about Anonymous Sudan attacks on ChatGPT in yesterday's recap, so check it out if you feel like doing that, and see you in the next one.